Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
What was that?
Hey, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like I need to let my camera down just a little bit. 1 second. A little bit better. Okay, welcome back to my, I was doing this. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that if you are not following me on Instagram and or TikTok, and if you're not subscribed to my channel,
Girl, the video just started. What are we doing?
anyway, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Support a Black woman. Listen, let me tell y'all something, because this makes me mad every time. Anyway, I don't even feel like going off on y'all. Just subscribe to the channel. Y'all know I'd love to support a Black business before each of my videos, and it's time for me to support me, honey. I will be performing in Chicago with my friend Brandy Denise on April 30th, and I will also be having a homecoming show in Dallas on May the 4th. So, babe, the ticket links are below for both shows. I am very excited to be back doing comedy. I have a lot to say, so come to the show.
Period.
Okay? Yeah, come to the show. If you didn't know I did stand-up, shame on you. Okay, so this is Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight. This is Ready to Love.
Girl, it's too early for this.
First of all, I just came back from an event and I'm doing this video. Second of all, I know I'm missing a nail. Just let me get through this. Can I just get through this?
Let me live.
Anyway, yeah. Let's start with the fellas in the house. Tommy fellas in the nephew Tommy's tabernacle. Because you know we always in the tabernacle, honey. I'm like,
praise the Tommy.
okay. Ponytail Shag Lock, aka PSL, said he has 2 qualified women that he's looking at. That is Jeffrey and Cynthia.
Edit the yawns out.
Nephew Tommy says he wants the men to introduce the women to their families, and to introduce them to Pookie, because everybody has a Pookie in the family, whether they name Pookie or not. No, they don't.
No, the hell they don't.
No, they don't. Not anymore. Nephew Tommy.
Well, you the okay.
Well, anyway, let's start with Tony and his sister. I'm gonna really try to break this video up couple by couple because we are down to the nitty gritty, okay? So let's do it. Let's start with Tony and Morgan. Tony introduced Morgan to his sister this episode.
They don't need to be together. Move on to the next couple.
Tony, before introducing his sister to Morgan, he said, I really think that she's the one. And his sister said, they all the one.
Ooh.
Called him out, didn't she?
Put him on blast.
As soon as Morgan walked in, she said, damn, y'all look alike. She didn't say it like that, but she meant it like that. And they do look alike, you know. But they are siblings. They do have the same mother and father, and that's what happens when you have the same mother and father. You tend to look alike.
You don't know if they got the same mother.
I think Tony's sister asked Morgan what she liked about Tony, and Morgan said Tony is a man's man.
Whatever that is.
I wrote down that can be good and that can be bad. But Morgan said that they need to work on their communication, so she suggests that they go to counseling.
Friendship counseling?
His sister said, what, y'all want to go to counseling? And Morgan was like, yes. And she says she didn't think it was a good idea. She thought it was a bad idea to go to counseling. And I agree with his sister.
I got a bad idea.
Y'all know I love therapy. I think that you should go to therapy. You should go to counseling. I've been to therapy on my own. I've been to therapy as a couple. I've been to therapy. I've been to therapy. I've been to therapy on therapy. And let me tell you something. If you feel the need to go to therapy before you guys are even in a relationship, just don't be with them. Save yourself the time, the energy, the money.
Period.
Why would you go to therapy with somebody who is not even your boyfriend? He trying to choose you between you and somebody else, and you going to therapy. You want to go to counseling.
For what?
This man has not even asked you to be exclusive to him, and you talking about counseling. In fact, I truly, truly believe, now this is just my opinion, but if you are within your first year in a relationship with somebody and you are considering going to counseling or therapy, break up.
That's a clear sign y'all don't need to be together.
This is supposed to be the honeymoon period. Why are you going to counseling or going to therapy when y'all just got together and y'all not even together? No, man. No.
Heavy on the not even together.
No. Tony asked his sister if she liked Morgan for him.
Girl.
I'm good.
She tired, y'all.
Tony asked his sister, "Do you like her for me?" And she said, "I don't know." She said, "Not really."
Hell no.
I agree with Tony's sister. I think why is it that everybody in the situation can see that they're not a good match but them? Particularly Morgan. Everybody can see that they're not a good match, but Morgan can't see it.
You know Tony gonna play the game.
Child.
Well, Morgan, I'm really concerned about her mental health.
Later on, Morgan and Tony had a dinner date, and Morgan said, "I haven't forgot about you and your entanglement with Natasha."
Morgan, why are you here?
You know what I'm really confused about? I'm really confused why Morgan is bringing that up, because they're not together.
Period. This ain't your man. This your friend.
Tony said later on in Nephew Tommy's Tabernacle that this was before him and Morgan even got together or were dating. But this is not your man, Morgan. I know you want to believe that this is your man, but it's not. We're not even to the end of the season. He has not asked you to be exclusive. So, am I missing something? Are y'all together? Did you guys get married somewhere along the way and we missed it? Oh, y'all didn't. Yeah, because y'all aren't together.
What are we doing and why are we doing it?
Anyway, Morgan said that Tony went for the lowest fruit when he went with Natasha. I wrote down he went for the lowest hanging fruit, and now he's with you.
The next hanging fruit. Crickets.
Yeah, he likes it when things are easy.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Listen, I don't mean to be harsh with Morgan. I just simply think that she deserves better than this. But if she don't know she deserves better, honey, who am I to be telling her?
Okay, if she don't think she deserves better, I guess she don't. Hell.
Anyway, she wanted to know where were Tony's standards when he slept with Natasha. And I'm wondering, baby, where are yours?
Okay, because we about to send out a search party for your standards, honey, because it's missing.
Tony started to take up for Natasha and said, one thing we're not going to do is disrespect Natasha. And Morgan got mad and was saying, you're not going to be taking up for her. You're not going to be here protecting her. Why not? You guys were not an item when he slept with her.
Right.
And you're not an item now, actually. You just want to be so bad.
So bad.
And now he's saying, hey, you know what? Natasha doesn't deserve to be disrespected. She actually doesn't even deserve to be put on Front Street right now because she's not here to defend herself. The most disappointing thing about the show to me is there's nobody there to point this out for Morgan so that she can do some personal growth.
Cynthia.
It's like Nephew Tommy's not going to point out anything worth pointing out.
He's not a doctor.
You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't care who gets matched as long as they get matched. But they really need a therapist, somebody who is going to help them with their own personal journeys on set.
Dr. Pia.
In my opinion. But anyway.
From Married at First Sight.
Let's move on to Anthony and his cousin.
Oh, Lord. Secret handshake cousins.
Anthony and his cousin had a secret handshake when they got on camera. Do you guys see how fake Anthony is? I hope y'all are starting to see. Because I don't have a secret handshake with any of my cousins.
Or siblings.
Me and my one cousin do have a little dance that we do from In Living Color every now and then. But other than that, like, we don't have a secret, like a special handshake. And it just felt inauthentic to me. Let me know what y'all think.
They made it up outside the restaurant.
They both got these big ass beards, babs. I'm gonna start calling them babs. Girl, cut some of that down. Y'all done found out women like beards and you done took it too damn far. Cut the bab down, okay? Some men can pull it off. Some men can't, okay? The #1 commenter on YouTube, J-Dub, just keep your beard how it is, okay? It's fine. But some of these people, like, what's his name? Anthony Harden, or what's his name? Joe Harden that played basketball. Cut it down some. Anyway.
Marcus Harding Jr.
I wrote down Cynthia looks beautiful. When she showed up to lunch, she just looked like she had a glow, didn't she? She might be pregnant, hell. Anyway. When Cynthia sat down, Aunt's cousin started interrogating her about her ex-husband.
Right.
Am I here for you to know about me, or are you here to talk about my ex? Because I thought you were supposed to be getting to know me.
Get your finger out of my face.
Okay, so ask questions about me, not about my ex. Because I can't answer for my ex. To be honest, they're their own person. You're supposed to be getting to know me. Ciao.
Your finger long?
Cynthia said, my past does not dictate my future. Well, it did 1 or 2 episodes ago, but...
Okay, when your past was on the show, harassing people.
And once Cynthia and the cousin started talking, Cynthia said, you know, I'm going to be able to pull Anthony out of his shell, and he's going to be able to go out with me, and I'm going to get him out of the house. The cousin was like, oh yeah, well, if you can do that, I'll like you. If you can do that, if she can get him out of the house, you will like her.
Right.
That's all she got to do is get him out of the house for you to like her? Then he was like, I don't know. If you can get him out of the house, he might love you more than he loved me.
Don't you want that for him? I'm confused.
I have plenty of cousins who are married. I want them to love their spouses more than they love me. What the hell?
Way more.
What kind of statement was that? You know what, cuz? I don't want you to be happy because you might love them more than you love me.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking the cousin need to go to therapy. Hell.
They do.
The hell? Anyway. Later on in the episode, Cynthia and Anthony had a beach date. He had a little cabana on the beach and laid out roses. Cynthia said, you know, we already connected. We already doing the things we need to do to move forward, to move in the right direction. The next thing is the us factor. Yeah, we already connected. We already making connections. We are connected. We are already together. But the next thing that we're gonna need to do to progress in our relationship is the us factor. She said, life is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. What are you talking about?
Really?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Y'all, one thing I cannot do is somebody who say a whole lot without saying nothing. And that's Cynthia to me.
Every episode.
Baby, you're saying a lot, but you're really not saying much at all. I'm sorry. Ciao. And anyway, we ended that date with Aunt giving Cynthia a foot massage. I said, baby, I'm sorry. Is this a foot massage or a hand job?
Ooh.
Because I ain't never seen nobody rub no foot like that. I ain't never seen nobody rub a foot like this.
Girl, get your feet out the... Oh, Lord, you gonna regret that.
You supposed to rub a foot like... You supposed to hit pressure points, you know, with a foot. You're not supposed to rub a foot like this. It's too fast.
Your foot dry?
And I know my feet sound dry. It's because they are, okay? I'm not ashy, but they are dry. I need a little hydration after this video. Excuse me, can I get some foot hydration?
Ma'am, you're there alone.
Okay, lastly, we have PSL and his sisters. This is Ponytail Shag Lock, aka Andre, and his sisters, met Cynthia and Jeffrey at the same time. This was his sister and his niece, so his sister and his sister's daughter. When Cynthia walked in, she said, "Uh-oh, I'm meeting women," and she acted like she was afraid to meet women instead of men, like Anthony's cousin was a man. And so she, she was up against two women, and she said women can read the room, basically. I'm like, what do you have to hide, Cynthia? She seems like she don't have much to hide, but maybe she was just, she was just being a little bit extra cautious, I guess. Cynthia's 37. She said she's willing to give she's willing to give Andre 2 kids and a dog, two additional kids and a dog additional. I know somebody on my YouTube channel said, no, I think that she was saying that she already has 2 kids and a dog, and that's not how I interpreted it the first time, and it looks like that I was correct. She said she's, in addition to the 2 kids she has now, she's willing to give him 2 more kids and a dog.
Damn.
They asked her, the sisters asked Cynthia what she brings to the table.
Chairs, hell, to sit in.
I feel like I could do a whole video about this, but the reality is, Cynthia listed off her degrees. I have 2 masters. I have a business. She said, and PSL would be not the sole father for my current children, but a bonus dad for them. And the reality is I would love to know what PSL thinks he brings to the table. Like, I don't think we should be having conversations about what each other bring to the table. It's like, to me, it's like then she lists her business and her degrees, and what does that mean at the end of the day?
Debt.
And the fact that PSL, it was in Forbes, and maybe he can pay some bills, and what does that mean? Because she can pay her own. So the conversation should not be about what you can bring to the table. It should really be more about, like, why do you think you're compatible? Like, what can you add to my brother's life that you feel like, would be super special for him to have you around? And sometimes it's love, and sometimes it's affection, and sometimes it's
a companion,
kindness, or sometimes it's travel, or sometimes it's a million different things. But, asking me what I bring to the table, baby, I don't bring anything. But I can guarantee you I'm going to add to this person's life just because I'm a light to be around, period. Like,
ooh, baby, a light, honey.
I don't really agree with the questions. But, Cynthia answered with her degrees in her business. I'm not bringing my business to the table, honey.
That's mine.
Comedian Jazmyn W ain't coming to the table. That's for me and my child.
Period.
That won't be brought. But anyway, Jeffrey came in her biblical attire. Cynthia had something to say about Jeffrey's dress, but honestly, I have a dress just like that, so I didn't have a problem with what Jeffrey had on. My mom did say that we haven't seen Jeffrey wear this much fabric all season, but the reality is she's been wearing gym clothes all season. I wear gym clothes. I wear my stomach out. I'll show a little cleavage. I'll show a little hip and a little thigh, and I will also wear a dress that covers me from the neck to the ankle. Exactly. I didn't have a problem with it. But I do say that my sense of style is called sexy church, honey. It's like, it's not giving too much, honey, but it is giving a little heat in the first pew of the church, honey. It's giving a little spice. Don't let the deacons look down here because I'm looking too good, honey. I said I look too good to be wearing. Okay, y'all know what Remy Ma said. Anyway,
that was a good song.
She came in with her mom dress, like Cynthia said. I thought it was a cute dress, beautiful color. Beautiful gowns. Jeffrey is 31 with 3 kids. Damn. I mean, I'm 34 years old, right? I could not imagine having 3 children right now. It's still very young.
Yes, 31 is young.
Jeffrey said, PSL sisters said, you know, that is more of a liability than an asset. Um, and I just want to know how.
Because they eat a lot, I guess.
I don't know how her kids are a liability.
Maybe they need health insurance. I don't really know how either. Maybe they like to watch TV.
Enter me. What's the definition of a liability?
Girl, I ain't got time for that right now. Just keep going with the video. Hell, go ahead, stop looking it up because I don't have it.
Listen, when my dad met my mom, she had 2 kids already, and then they had me. I guess you can say that, you know, some people will say that, oh, well, when your dad met your mom, your siblings were a liability to him. But personally, because I've grown up my whole life with, you know, this family, this blended family that I grew up in, I would say that my siblings added more to my father's life over his lifetime than they cost him, I guess. So, yeah, it just depends on how you look at it, I guess. I don't know. And then Jeffrey said, "Ask your brother. Don't ask me what I bring to the table, honey. Ask your brother why am I sitting at the table? Period." I honestly do agree with her. Don't be coming up to me as a family member asking me what I bring to the table and why am I here. Obviously, your family member, your brother, sees value in having me around. Ask him why.
Exactly. Let's hear it.
One thing about Jeffrey, when it comes to a reply, honey, she gonna eat every time. I'm not even sugarcoating it, you know? And I saw maybe some people online say that, you know, because PSL is 40 and he is dating and he's single at 40, he should be prepared to be dating people who have kids. And I just don't agree with that. I know a lot of women who are 40 here in Los Angeles who don't have children. I know plenty of women in this day and age who are in their late 30s or early 40s who don't have kids. PSL does not have to date a woman with kids because he's 40.
It's true.
And it's just, that's the truth. There are lots of women out here who don't have kids. Now, if he finds somebody who happens to have a kid and he falls in love with him, then that's his business.
And what's the issue?
I didn't see a ring on his sister's finger, so is her child a liability?
I think she thinks so.
I guess we'll leave it for her future partner to decide that. But I do know that having 3 kids and no additional help is a lot of responsibility for somebody to take on. And I don't want to pretend like it's not. It is a lot of responsibility. So yeah, I guess Andre will have to decide if he wants to take on that responsibility. Anyway, that's the end of my review this week. I can't wait till we get to these later episodes and the reunion and stuff like that because I want to get into the tea, okay? I've just decided tonight I will be going live tomorrow night after Married at First Sight. Can't wait. And I'll see y'all later.
That already
Bye.
happened. Bye.